You're on a diet, you want to lose weight, you want to eat healthy most of the time, and yet you want that splurge that you keep longing for, looking for, and allowing yourself seems to be sabotaging you all the time. Well, if that's you, then I encourage you to stay along and watch this podcast episode because we will have specific answers for you to enjoy your splurge and lose weight too. Hi, if we're just meeting for the first time, I'm Renee Rashava, and I lost weight in 2018 in what felt like a supernatural, miraculous way. The Lord really helped me step into a breakthrough that I want to share with you here at the Freedom Table podcast. And every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we are sharing with you biblical truth to help you break free from the very thing that you keep struggling to do. Lose weight. On Wednesdays, we are specifically recording a nutritional video so that you can be encouraged and inspired along with educated on what is going to be what is good and what will work for your body to help you on your weight loss journey. So today, before we get into it, I'm going to share with you the drink that I am drinking. This is a Thai tea. It's not a latte. It's not like filled with the milk that you normally put it on, but I got this off of Amazon and it actually comes with the bubble tea pearls if you're somebody that likes those kind of things. This is the Laka Premium Thai brand, and I really, really enjoy it. It's actually my second time drinking it, and I thought that I would need to wait until I could get the bubbles ready, the pearls ready to drink in this drink. And I realized actually that it's even better when I don't put like any of the other like sweetener or whatever in it. And the tapioca pearls may not be the best for my weight, so I'm staying away for the moment. But this is absolutely delicious. I had no clue that they would be so good. If you're interested in it, the link is in the comments below. And let's get into the video. Now, for me, a Thai tea was always a splurge. I would go to a Thai restaurant and I loved pad Thai. And so I would go and like, oh, I'm going to go splurge. I'm going to go out to eat. I thought I was generally eating healthy regularly. And so I didn't think that all of my splurges were actually sabotaging me until the Lord broke through and helped me change my eating habits. And you see, I would, in general, in my mind, I would eat relatively healthy or choose the healthier options on the Panera restaurant menus. I would go to like Whole Foods and I would get the salad bar. But then I would indulge. I would want to splurge a little bit. Like I had a great lunch, but I'm going to have like a roll on this side. I'm going to have a drink, like some kind of special latte. And then I'm going to have one of their bakery treats. Like it's healthier. It's a healthier version. And I'm going to splurge. But then like in my mind, the Whole Foods food was healthy. It was like perfect. Even the sweets I got from there, I'm like, oh, that's not going to impact me at all. Like I just see it as healthy and whole. It's a good place to buy from. And so I'm good. And so then later on in the week, or maybe even that same night, I would go to the Thai food restaurant and I would end up getting pad Thai and I would splurge on my Thai tea latte. Loved it. But of course it's packed with sugar. And I didn't realize that they were actually that the splurges were actually sabotaging me because in general, I was splurging all of the time. Now, if you've watched many of my podcast episodes, you have heard me share many times, if maybe even my last episode on the Nutritional Wednesday, I specifically spoke about the fact that I realized that the processed food companies were actually hijacking and doing something really insidious to our health, and they weren't benefiting us. If you haven't seen that episode, I encourage you to watch it. You can watch it here. We'll link it in the comments below because it really, I think, will give you an insight into an idea of realizing that maybe we need to change our mindset about what a splurge is. You see, like in my mind, a splurge was going out and getting that Thai tea latte and getting the pad Thai or the lo mein noodles. And as long as I was eating it in like a relatively healthy way or like a healthy form, I thought I would be fine. And the reality is that I wasn't looking at the ingredients and I wasn't seeing all of the hidden sugars, all of the hidden chemicals, and all of the hidden ingredients that were actually taking advantage of my health. So I was splurging in many ways all the time. And when I thought I was trying to understand what I needed to do different because I didn't want to give something up. And I'm like, okay, but I think I'm eating generally healthy here. I'm eating salads when I go out to eat. I think I'm choosing the healthier options when I go out places. And then I just go to Duck Donuts here and there and I grab a donut, or maybe I'll get like Jenny's ice cream because it's healthy organic ice cream and it's delicious. And so I would pair those two together and have this delicious pair of a donut and ice cream. And I didn't realize that the rest of the time I was actually also splurging and that I had all of these different things. And I didn't realize, why was it that I can't break through in my health? Like, I think I'm eating healthy. And the reality is that I wasn't. So I don't know about you. Are you in that place where you're like questioning, like, what's really wrong? Like, why can't I lose the weight? I think I'm eating everything healthy. I think I'm doing it well. I'm going and I'm buying the Chobani, yogurt, and I'm eating yogurt and granola for breakfast, and I'm eating this and that. Like, what is it that you are struggling with in this area? Are you finding that it feels like you're eating healthy, but you're not actually changing anything? And then you end up just getting frustrated, right, along the end? Well, so I'm going to share with you something that was absolutely mind-blowing to me that showed me, oh, wait a second, maybe I need to see stuff differently. And when God changed my eating habits, He actually showed me that the foods that were filled with processed ingredients, that were filled with sugar, and that were filled with so many foreign things for my body, it was actually one of the leading causes of my weight gain. And the reason I couldn't get off of it. But then when I would do that, and I would just eat this baseline of a semi-processed food diet along with like going to the, restaurants and eating out all of the time, what I found is that actually the splurges that I was doing, they weren't actually like splurges. They were just adding extra weight upon weight to what I was already doing. And so I want to propose to you today, like if you find yourself in this particular place here at this episode and you're like, yeah, I want to splurge. I don't want to just eat like I want to enjoy life too, right? Like I don't want to just eat like food that's greens and leaves and tomatoes or all the vegetables that I don't like, and I want to be able to enjoy something. I want to be able to have a treat. I want to be able to like snack on something and eat something delicious. Well, I want to encourage you. I want to challenge you to flip the switch on this narrative, because in your mind, you want to splurge and you want to be able to enjoy food like anybody would want to enjoy food. And the reality is that God actually has designed us to enjoy food. He actually says in Genesis, and that was in another previous podcast, that He has created food for our enjoyment and our delight. We'll link it below if you're interested in learning more about how God created the food. That means everything He created was delightful and good. But after Adam and Eve ate the tree and like humanity came in, we've adulterated the food. Big food companies have been messing with our food to try to make us addicted for so long. And now we want to come in and we're like, we don't want to be restricted. And so we think that the food that God made isn't delightful and isn't good. And that actually, if we want to be on a healthy diet and we want to lose weight, that we actually have to restrict to a point where it doesn't taste good. It's not going to be enjoyable. Like I know for me growing up, when I associated healthy food with eating and losing weight, it was always dried chicken, steamed broccoli, and like plain bland white rice, or those like little frozen meals that kept your calorie count just so, but they tasted like cardboard and plastic. And I never wanted to go on it. And when I did go on it, it's like you never wanted to stay on the diet. I don't know about you. Do you ever want to just give up your diet because it sucks and because the way the food tastes is it's so terrible? Well, that was me. I was like, I can never eat this food. I can never maintain a healthy lifestyle. I can never maintain a healthy diet because I hate the way this food tastes. We would love to take a quick break to tell you about this opportunity. In 2018, the Lord helped me lose weight in what felt like a supernatural way. It felt like it was just melting off of me, and I ended up losing 40 pounds. And so I've put together a free ebook that I believe the Lord wants to give to you. It's got 5 truths to your effortless weight loss. And in that book, I share the one biblical truth that the Lord showed me that helped me really step out of striving and step into an ease of His grace to walk in freedom for my weight loss. And I believe He has the same for you. We also have it in an audiobook version. So I encourage you to click the link below in the comments or go to www.feastingin.eden.com to pick up your free ebook today. And the fast food restaurants or the like your Whole Foods or, not saying Whole Foods is a good place, but in general, like Panera and all of these places that I loved going to, in my mind, I didn't want to give all of that stuff up because all of the healthy food is bland, dry, and boring. You see, the food companies have hijacked your taste buds. They've actually created and formulated their food for your maximum pleasure. When you eat their food, there actually has been research that lights up inside the brain whenever you get like some form of pleasure. It's a dopamine hit. It feels good when you eat it. And what they have done is they've studied their food with patients or with people who are eating their food, and they've actually looked at it and found that their brain lit up the most when they consumed their food. And in that place, they have made you believe that their foods are the tastiest. And when it's time for you to go on a diet or to eat healthy or to eat natural and whole in what God made, they actually want you to believe that it doesn't taste good. And that whenever you're eating that way, that you're actually restricting yourself and you need to splurge on their food. And that's, my friends, is what I want to put a complete kibosh to. Because when God changed my way of eating, He showed me that actually His food is way tastier. And when I get off of those processed foods, my taste buds, they start to calm down. They start to feel better. I start to enjoy the food that He made. I start to crave what He made. And when I realized that those foods were just made to hijack my taste buds, and then I changed, now those foods taste gross, and I taste them for what they are. They taste like chemicals. They don't taste, I can taste when I'm eating real food. I can taste when I'm eating something that has sugar in it. I can taste when I'm eating something that doesn't have what it needs to have. And that's the beauty of what God did for me. And I believe He can totally do it for you. If I can encourage you anything at all, don't see these foods, the processed semi-homemade foods, as your splurge food. Because actually God made food that you can not just splurge on, but you can feast on, you can enjoy. And I would love to encourage you to flip the switch in your mind on what that could look like. For instance, this Thai tea, they have the tapioca pearls right in like a package that I have to boil and make myself. But you know what I can do? Instead of making them with the sugar and all the syrup that they say to make it with, I'm going to actually take some dates. I'm going to soak them in some hot boiling water. I'm going to puree them and make like a date syrup. And then I'll put those tapioca pearls in there and drink this with the tapioca pearls, a little bit of that date stuff, and some coconut milk, and I'm going to have the same treat that I would have out in the restaurants, but that don't have all of the splurge. And as a matter of fact, I have a recipe up on my Instagram. You can hop over there and see that I made for a pumpkin spice latte. I made a cream from home made with 4 ingredients: pure pumpkin puree, dates, and like pumpkin pie spice. And just like those ingredients, I made it super smooth. It incorporates well. It doesn't feel chunky. I don't always have to stir it. And like knowing that I can splurge on something that is so tasty and yet feels good in my body is absolute freedom. It's absolute liberation. And the companies want to keep you bound and want to keep you thinking in your mind that actually the healthy food, the food that God made, the vegetables and the meat and the fruit, the nuts, the seeds, all of those things are boring and bland. And they want you to think that the food that you go to the grocery store and grab out of convenience and grab out of all this stuff is actually the food that's tasty and satisfying, when it's not. And of course, we're going to be getting into more of these kind of things on the podcast. And if you've struggled with this time and time again, you're like, yeah, I know I need to eat this way. I know I need to eat healthy. Well, I want to just encourage you. I've actually created New Creation Weight Loss, and it walks through so many different things: your identity in Christ, who you are, and what He's done for you to walk in freedom. But then it also includes so many other things like this: learning what the food companies have done, how you can eat victoriously and silence the food noise, and then how you can actually find tasty, healthy food and enjoy it. How you can feel like you're eating from a restaurant in your own home. And so if that interests you, I encourage you to check out the link below. We have more information there, and I would be glad to connect with you at any time if you have any kind of questions. Or even if you just want to say, hey, Renee, I'm struggling. Can you pray with me? Can you give me some kind of idea? And I would love to connect. I would love to be there for you, because I know that this is a struggle that you have. So I just want to thank you for joining today. It's been such a beautiful blessing to have you. If you've been getting any value out of my videos, I would encourage you to hit the like button, the subscribe button, so that you can be notified every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday whenever I release a video. We want to show up regularly for you, because we know the day in, the day out, it gets tough. You want to have something splurgy and something special, and yet you feel that pull of I have to eat restrictive. I have to do this. In the week between, Sunday and Sunday, I want you to feel encouraged in the Lord, in your nutrition, and on your weight loss journey, to encourage you there. All right, friends, thank you so much for joining this episode, and we will see you in the next one.